Hey everyone, I'm Liza from Kid Museum, and we are gonna do something super cool today. We are gonna learn about stop motion animation. And so stop motion animation is when we take a series of photos and string them together to create the illusion of movement. Now, the most important thing when we're working with stop motion animation is that everything except the subject of your video stays the same. So that is your camera, your backdrop, your lights, everything stays exactly the same except for the tiny changes you'll make to the subject of your video. So I have a couple of different setups here. I have this iPad set on this stack of boxes. You can use a phone, you can use a computer, and so this is gonna take photos looking straight down. And I have the backdrop on the top of the table. So this backdrop isn't gonna move, this stack of boxes isn't gonna move. All I would do is move the subject of my video here. The alternative is to use a backdrop and an iPad that's looking straight at it. So I have my iPad set up and I propped it up with just a piece of cardboard and a little bit of tape. And so it's pretty sturdy here. As long as I don't shake it or bump it or move it and just leave it sitting there, my stop motion animation is gonna look great. I then have my backdrop. I have a piece of construction paper taped to the table, and I have one leaned up against this stack of books. And then I'm not gonna change anything else. My lights are set, my backdrop is set, my camera is set. All I'm gonna do is make small changes with the subject of the video, which is this ball. So I'm gonna start by moving my ball off screen, and then I'm just gonna move it a tiny bit. When we're making stop motion, the other thing that can make our stop motion look really, really great and like our objects are just moving is by making the changes between photos as small as possible. All right, so once I have taken all of my photos, I can play back the video that I created. And one thing that I think is super cool about stop motion animation is that we can create movement without being in the video ourselves. Using stop motion animation allows us to create really professional looking movies and videos, all with materials you have at home.